Hey everybody, Sharon here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in the Skylia prophecy, grabbing a good way for a killer. This is to kill every single enemy in the first zone. You are going to start this achievement as soon as you leave the first village. First enemy is going to be the spider, jump and slash. Then you have this skeleton right next to it. Then we are going to have the bird. Keep moving forward. We have another spider right here, right before our first wall. Make sure you blow up the wall, put up your shield so you don't die in the explosion. And then we are going to move on to the next area. So make sure you get past that, and then make sure you just go over here, jump on the pillar, up to the tree branch, and then jump to the next screen. We're going to start out with this low-hanging spider. Use your right trigger ability to hit it, since your sword will swing above it. Spider in the tree next to it. Then we have this bird right here. Next to it is going to be another skeleton. Make sure you kill that. Then you're going to proceed through the next village. As soon as you get to the other side, we're going to have another spider in this big tree. Then another skeleton and bird and other skeleton and other ground spider on the ground. If the bird starts to fly away, make sure you chase it down before it can escape or it becomes too hard to hit. And then we have this very missable enemy here in the form of the tree lady. Make sure you kill her before she goes back into hiding. And then once you get her, we are going to head back this way. One more spider before the first mini dungeon right here. So just make sure you start this, and then we are also going to have to kill all of the enemies in all of the dungeons. So first enemy is going to be right here. You have this ghost. Make sure you try to hit it when it's low to the ground. And then that should be it for the first screen. Proceed to the next screen. This room is going to feature a bunch of statues. You have to make sure you jump up and hit them. They will shoot projectiles at you. You can block these using your right trigger ability, so make sure you be a little careful. Make sure you are timing things so you don't take too much damage, because we will have to fight the first mini boss. But take out the two statues and then proceed to the next room. This room is going to feature two floors. You want to make sure you do the bottom one first, because there's only the statue on the bottom row. Then jump up and then take out all of the smaller enemies, and that should pretty much clear the room. So just make sure you do this, and then you should be able to clear the room without missing any enemies. On to the next room, where we're going to fight our mini boss. Make sure you take him out the best you can. So hopefully you have enough health to take care of this. Once you beat him, head back outside, use the mana shot to clear the wall, and then we can proceed on. Skeleton on the other side, and there will be this bat right here. There's also a tree lady right here. So 3 enemies in this little alcove before the next part. Once you clear that, just make sure you head up to the next screen. As soon as you make your head pop up here, we are going to have a skeleton to your left. Then after that, we're going to move forward. Another skeleton right here. Then keep moving up until you can find this column. There is a bat protecting it. Make sure you kill that. Then up here, then we have another one of those ground spiders. Make sure you use your right trigger ability to melt it. And then up one more screen. Once we are up here, the sun will be shining above our heads. We are going to have a skeleton right over here. Then we're going to make our way forward. There is going to be this skeleton behind the tree. Also, there's going to be a spider that is very easy to miss, so make sure you get both of them. Finally, the last enemy on this screen is going to be the bird that is going to be flying around the center. It's a little hard to see because it kind of blends in with the background, so try your best to spot it and then make sure you kill it before moving on. Then after that, we are going to head to the next village, so make sure you continue this way, drop down, and then just follow these signposts. Cut through the village, and then once you get to the other side, we have this drop right here. You are also going to have a bird patrolling the area, so make sure you take that out before dropping down. Make sure you drop, and then you should be in the Poison River area. Bird right here, make sure you let it come to you, because we don't want it to Ninja Gaiden knock us into the river. Drop down, land spider right here, make sure you use your right trigger ability. Skeleton next to him, and then we have 3 enemies over here, both spider types, and then another tree lady. Make sure you take them out one at a time. Then it's off to the right, one more enemy in the form of the skeleton, and then we can start the first big dungeon. So start the quest and then hop inside. The dungeon is going to be a little winding, so try your best to follow along exactly how we have it laid out here. Start out by heading to the left, drop down, kill the first ghost. Then we're going to follow this hallway, bat up there, land spider up here that you can get by jumping and slashing. Keep following this along. We have a magician right here, so try your best to go over here and then stab him, and this should clear this room. It's going to be a dead end, so we're going to make our way back. Only real purpose of this was to just clean up enemies. There is a way back up here, so jump through the hole. Land spider up here, make sure you kill that. And then we're going to start by doing the right side first. So get the bat and the skeleton, and then we're going to keep going to the right. Ghost right here next to this statue. Make sure you take him out. And then once you take care of that, we are going to go further right. Then we're going to jump up here. There's going to be a bat right before the next door we need to go through, so make sure you take that out and then head through the open door. Then we should be in this room. Make sure you take out the bat first. The magician is going to be a little hard to take out. Basically, you want to drop down, block right away using right trigger, and then make sure you slash it whenever you get an opening. Then once you get the clearing, make sure you leave to the next room. You should start out in this corner. Make sure you move your way to the left and then drop straight down. Head to the left and then take out the spider and the bat. Then before hopping into the portal, you want to go to the right. Make sure you jump on this switch. That should get a passage open. And then we're going to finally jump through that portal. Once we make the teleport, we are going to be in this room. Drop down and then proceed to the left. There are going to be two enemies in this room. You have the bat right here next to this door, and then if you keep going left, you should find a skeleton right here. Make sure you take them out, and then we're going to go through the far left door. Once you make the drop over here, we are going to have another bat, and then keep going to the right. Save point right here, right before the final boss of the first zone. Make sure you take him out. This is part of the story, and it is going to be important in getting to the second zone, obviously. So make sure you take care of that, and then once you defeat the boss, we should have access to the next area because he drops a key. So take the key back. You can save if you want to, and then we're going to go all the way back to where the locked door was from earlier. So just make sure you keep going back. Skeleton right here. Don't forget him. Very easy to miss. And then we're going to head back this way because there are enemies along the way. So magician up here as well as a bat. Make sure you take them out and then drop down here. Then we're going to have the skeleton first and then a magician upstairs. Jump on this and then make your way across. Make sure you take advantage of your block in these tight areas. Take care of him and then head through the door. Then we're going to go to the right, skeleton right here, and then we're going to keep going, jump up, and then back down, and then you should be in this familiar looking area, so we're just going to punch it to the right, past the statue, and then we can get back to the locked door, use the boss key, and that should open it up, and this is going to be the outdoorsy bit that takes us to Zone 2. Blow up the wall using your right trigger ability, and then you can use the teleport to get to this area. Drop down. This is actually going to be the final area of Zone 1. You have a spider right here, a skeleton right here, and then finally, you're going to have the bird and the spider in the tree. So make sure you take care of both of them, and that should be every single enemy. If you manage to kill everything without missing one, you should be good for the achievement. 200 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.